Alright, he starts with the queen pawn. I reply with my queen pawn. And we have this setup. He puts its knight on the rim. Now he attacks my bishop with his knight, which I protected with my e-pawn, which is not only a good move because it protects the bishop, it also opens up my f-bishop. He attacks with his pawn, but as you can see, it has attacked twice by my pieces and protected only once, and that too by his most valuable piece. So of course I take, and with my bishop to launch an attack on the queen. Now he blunders. I think his mouse slipped. I don't know what happened, but he blundered at queen and I took. He takes back. I put my bishop out here, give a check and take his knight. Now I put my knight on this outpost on e4. He kicks out my knight and I move it to the free pawn on c3. He castles, which is not a good move because it leaves two pieces hanging. I choose to take the knight as it brings my queen into the action. He brings out his rook to protect his bishop from my knight's attack. The point of this move is to get my rook onto the g file and target the king. Now this attacks my knight, and which is a desperado piece now because it has no safe square to go, so it has to go out with a bang and takes out a bishop with it, as you can see. Now after he takes, my goal is to get the g file open, so I push my pawn forward with the aim to get it to g4 and get the file open anyway possible. So in this position he pushes forward his e3 pawn, which threatens to take my d pawn and attack my knight, which I completely ignore and push forward with my g pawn. This he cannot ignore because if I take, not only do I attack his rook, I also simultaneously give a check, which means he will actually lose a rook. So of course he takes, I take back, and my queen and rook are lined up in a beautiful battery, also while delivering a fork. Now this is the end because there's nothing he can do to save himself. I give a check and his king is completely locked in, after which I can take his rook, which is the only last and legal move he makes. Thank you.